Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. My name is Nilaus and we are back here on Volcanus. And after what we did in the previous couple of episodes where we added, well, now infinite power and also infinite worm killability. So now we have are expanding our base. We can see that this one is blinking because it really wants to get some of those beautiful new foundations that we are very, very slowly making on Aquilo. We're going to be looking at one thing here that's not even on where we are. What we're going to do in the next episodes is all about this build. That's just it. This hungry thing is going to consume everything we own, and what we can get will just be munched on this. So what is this monstrosity? Well, this is our quality module maker. And it actually starts here. First is the normal ones. These are just normals, no upgrades. They will continue until they reach 500, and then they'll be stopping. Then they will, of course, because they have some productivity module or some quality modules in, also spawn some extra ones. The extra ones, even sometimes, very, very rarely, a legendary quality module. And then I'll take that plus my legendary or my quality components, put together with some quality modules, and they'll sort of be made into the uncommon ones, which will stop when they reach 100. And then I will also make it into the next one, the rare version, and the rare version is continuing until it hits 500, because these are actually our main ones we use right now. But we want to transition into using mainly here. So that means we need to generate a lot of epic quality circuits and rare quality circuits, and then, you know, like a little smattering of are you kidding me? I already have 52 legendary quality modules. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I guess we are going to be using legendary quality modules for more things now. There's no point in putting quality modules in here. And before you type in and say, put productivity modules in, remember, the productivity is only for intermediates, not for anything else. And these are not intermediates. So you can't do anything useful with this. You can speed modulate it, but it's not exactly like it's chugging along super quickly here. So that's actually something we need. We need legendary superconductor things. Ugh, that sucks. But that's something we also have to deal with. This thing is our overlay. I've added it to the blueprint. This is basically our checking to see if we spawn too many of the sort of intermediates, and if we do, then we will delete those. We're even deleting 1.8 thousand. Okay, that's a lot. Well, the good news about this is that when we put it into this legendary thing here, legendary recycler, or a rare recycler with legendary modules in, there's 24.8% chance that the resources we get out will actually be higher quality than the resources we put in. So it actually means that when we remove all of this, we're actually going to get a lot of legendary ingredients. So that means we're going to need to make a lot of upcycling of circuits. And in order to make upcycling of circuits, we first need circuits. So we do have quite a lot of circuits here. Do we though? Circuit. See, we don't really have any greens and we don't really have any reds. And what about the processing unit? We don't really have any processing units either. So you can see that we don't really have a lot left here because we try to upcycle most of it here. We do have quite a lot of that. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we now have a production first of normal circuits. And then after that, we can also use the normal circuits we have to also feed into a perpetual upcycler. And that's what we're going to do. And that is obviously something that belongs on Vulcanus, because Vulcanus is so ridiculously effective at building things. So let's find a space that seems to be okay. I kind of sort of have an intention that I'll have a station here, and then I'll have like a spine going up here, and then off the spine we will have builds of trains, right? So I think we want to build the first here, and then maybe just kind of illustrate the trains. And I think we want to do them elevated. Why? Because elevated trains look awesome, and we really want to also build them over here, right? So it'll be something like this line here. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I think that's kind of what I want. So let me just highlight that right now and try to get us get a sense of where we want it. Alright, so I imagine something like this. We're not going to use the train anytime soon, but I think it's nice to sort of think it into our infrastructure. This might be used for plastic, because we're going to get plastic in from here or to here, and then we might want to just ferry the plastic up here, because plastic is not something we're very good at, and we need that for red circuits. But we're going to start by making green circuits today, because green circuits is really where we can leverage the awesomeness that is Fulgora. Now, what quality level are we going to make with? Because I really generally don't like uncommon quality. I just don't know why, but I just feel like it's annoying to work with uncommon quality. So I think I'm going to skip uncommon quality and then jump straight into rare quality, and then just hope we have enough. How many we have? We got 14. That's not much, but you know, we might be able to sort of work with different quality levels, because they will have sort of different ratios. We are definitely going to be working with this. So let's start by looking at a green circuit build. That is here. I really want better productivity. So let's start by looking at, can we get better productivity? Do we have like any better productivity? Because obviously we're also going to be feeding our better productivity in here. So we have 14. Well, that's not much, but we can export this productivity. That's pretty good. So we can set 100 everywhere. Yeah, let's do that. And that means we need to set up here. You will need to get 100 of this. 100 there, and then we'll bring this in as quickly as possible to Volcanus. Until we get the new ones in, we're just gonna make do with the normal, and we can definitely see this. Here's the choice. When you build something, the circuit build, you have to choose, is it going to be a productivity build that then does not increase the quality, or is it going to be a quality and therefore you can't use speed? They're going to be vastly different in speed, but we want to build both types of things. But in this case, we really want to build this one here. So let's see how fast they are. Then I'll putting at 27.5. I'm pretty sure with better better productivity, we could get it just up to 30, and that's exactly where we need it to be. So we'll pretend that this is 30, but the inputs will not change when we get better quality modules. So we're going to pretend that this is putting 30 outbound every second. That's perfect. Then that means we also can expect 41.2 of the inbounds. Okay, so we will use foundries on either side, and this is where we sort of have to figure out if this is the right speed, or maybe we can actually make do with something that's less. This produces 17 and you need 13. Okay, so actually I think I need various different levels of quality for the foundries. So let me get some normal foundries as well, and let me get some uncommon foundries here, because I think that if you have a little bit of each, then we can just fit it into exactly what we need for this particular build. On the other side, we have our coils. These are producing 55, and they're also way overscaled. So this is actually a perfect condition or perfect situation where we want to use the normal ones. No reason to overdo it. We can make do with this. Oh, well, that was not enough. That's not enough. Well, they suck. We need this one. There's a huge difference in that 30% productivity. 45, that's enough. And 14.1, that's enough. Great. All right. So mess around with the quality so that it matches where you go. That's great. Should I, like, this is the case where I could put productivity in this, but what am I then doing? I'm just increasing the power usage, and what is it I'm saving? I'm saving lava. Yeah, well, I got enough lava, so don't think I want to save particularly on the lava. So I think that the only thing I want to put in here is just some modules here. Still slightly more expensive, so we'll just fill them all up. And then focus on productivity here. All right, so this is actually the build. And we're going to be leading it upwards. And yeah, okay. I think I need to move these a little bit out. The reason why they need to move a little bit out is because this and this are stack inserters, but that's not going to be enough to fill up, to take 30 per second out from this. So I think I'm going to do something like this. And then I will have 2 inserters here, 2 inserters here, and 2 inserters here. That's definitely not needed, 2 inserters. All right. But it's... Then I need to see... Okay, they can go on the inside. Ooh, that's exciting. It's a very small thing that it takes to get me excited, but this is it. This is exciting. That one and that one. So that can actually continue. And I'm going to be removing that. Oh yes, because now I'm thinking this should be repeatable. Which means... yeah, I can't get all the way up there. Okay, so we do need like an intermediate one. Good, so I'm pretending coming here and like that. So this is now a repeatable pattern. Is it repeatable like this? I have to test it. It is. Okay, then that's nicer. Then that's nicer. Okay, and then I'll get this part and I will use that one. And I'm probably going to be placing this here and I'm going to place this one. Oops. And do not connect. Yeah, because now they are connected all the way up, all the way down. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. I love it. That's too far. This is exactly how far it can reach. Okay. So I'm going to need to find somewhere else to build the lights. I can build light, 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 light. Or I can squeeze this a little bit further down. And then I can squeeze you a little bit further down. I can squeeze you a little bit further down. And then I can build my lights here in the middle. Yes, that's a module. That's it. This will produce 30 per second. Let's see. Yes, we got that. Let's see if that works. It's 29.5. Alright, come on. It's close enough. This is 30 per second. So this is 60 per second. So that means 4 of these modules on top of each other will fill up a fully stacked belt. That's pretty good. So then let's figure out what we need in order to fill this, because we're going to need somewhere down here. We are going to need to get some lava. Oh, not that. This lava. The conversion of lava to iron. And one of these, I'm probably going to need a module for this. But let's see. This is outputting 353. That's a lot. And I'm going to need 94 plus 94. Ugh. Okay, we'll just do a little bit of calculations to find the right number. And likewise, this one is using 75.4. And we need basically all of it. But there's a slight overproduction here, and there's a slight overproduction. We kind of should scale that down, and yeah, no, I'm going to figure out what that is. So this is an interesting little build here. We just hacked together. It turns out that 2 of these uncommon ones is enough to fulfill the needs for the copper. These 2. And an uncommon, but then it just needs a rare one. And then it's enough to fulfill the demands here for the iron, because that's then become 800 and I need 750. And this one is total 700 and I need 600 and something here. So that is, this is how we're going to do it. And we just put some of these in. What the hell? Oh, I put it in here. That's why. Ha! I was just confused why. And then we've been bringing our glorious little calcite, and then we should be fine. Oh, hold on. This is interesting. I never thought about it. Not that it's useful, but you can make legendary stone from calcite. Because the only output, solid output, is here, and the only solid input. That means 1 calcite can become 10 higher quality stone. Like, I don't know what you'd want higher quality stone for, but if you want to make higher quality stone, then that's a very weird way of doing it. Okay, so what we do need to do now is just find out where I want to start this build. Because I'm going to need to get sort of, lava is easy to get, but yeah, but nothing. Actually, I think this is as good a place as any to build it, and I think we can just build it here. And this build up here is also kind of clear, and then we can build it like flush against the other one here, and that will work. And they are connecting, and the next one is connecting as well, and the next one, and the next one. So what have we done now? Now we've built 240 iron. Yeah, iron circuit. What are those? Green circuits. Green circuits. It is there. Hopefully. And what do we do with this? Well, there are 2 things we can do. First of all, let's do the Factorio way of doubling it. Is that correct, or should I build it like this? I mean, it seems to be working like this anyway. So let's just do that, but remove the excess. Oh, yeah. So that is 420, 480. Good. And we just need inbound. How much lava do we need? 500. Yeah. So let's say that is 2, 4, eight lava pumps. And what are we gonna do when it comes out? Well, I'm gonna put it into directly into some of these. And this is something that you might not be aware of, that it works like this, but it does. So I'm just gonna take this one, and we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are gonna be merging together in here, and then I'm gonna get 2 to 8 splitter. This one seems fine. There we go. And that goes up. And then I need to build it into some boxes. Do I want some boxes here? Yeah, let's make some boxes. And it'll be like that. Yeah. Yeah, this is symmetric, so we could probably just copy paste it instead. There, it gets just within. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's do this part and flip it, and it tiles perfectly. Good. So what this does is it actually fills up these by themselves, and I do wonder if I should have some kind of beacons here. I could put 1 beacon for each, because that will hit 2 of them, and that'll probably be fine. I don't know if I need to make them this fast. There. It'll be good. It doesn't really matter with our power. Power consumption is not a problem. I really want these 3, so I'm gonna sit here and wait until these 3 are, and before we even turn it on and see if it actually works. So here we are, this looks good. 8 launchers here, each of those could take out. It's really important that I flag these as not automatic. I know that you might be cautious that does it really work. It works exactly how you'd want it to work. What does that mean? This means that what you're seeing here is that if I put green circuits in here, then it will automatically, manually, you could say, with the belt, and insert, fill up all of this with green circuits. And then if someone comes in and requests green circuits, it will actually use these even though they're not set to automatic, because they're just ready to launch. I did not know that it would work like that, but it does. The one thing that this setup is missing is a handling of all of the annoying parts. In here, that one and that one. We need to be able to handle all of the stone. All stone here, and we can throw the stone away, but it's actually quite a lot of stone that we are generating here. So it is, it needs to be handled in bulk. And let's see, this is the best way of handling it, just turning it into landfill and just throwing it away. There and there, and then how much we can either throw it away by just leading it into the lava, or we can throw it away by letting the robots. I think we'll actually just finish it off ourselves. I think that just kind of works better in this case. And this build here. There. And let's see, each of these can handle 580 per second. So I think that's going to be covering, even though they are outputting still quite a lot of outputs here. Okay. And that comes out on a belt, and that just needs to go randomly down here. That one, and that one. And then go throw it back into the lava and become new iron and copper somehow. Somehow that's how it works. Is this connected now? No, it's no longer connected. It's actually too far away. So that is to have an extra little step there. Good. And that's also on the other one. Also another little step. Okay, so now I think we're ready to start it up. All right, let's start this up, and just everything is magically gonna work now. Oh, we can texture it a little bit nicer, I think, here, and ready. Well, there's spinning stuff. This is so absurd. I think that in retrospect, I really wish they would sort of have something building in bulks of 10 or something like that, so that when you don't have a progress bar that gives you epilepsy, but just kind of give something we can use a progress bar for instead of just flickering. But yeah, now we have green circuits. So anyone want green circuits? You got it. We can launch a total of 16,000 green circuits at once if someone comes in and says, I want some green circuits. And these belts look absolutely beautiful. I love these belts here on Volcanus, and that's just basically it. It doesn't require anything. It doesn't go anything. The beautiful thing about this is we don't need to bring it back and sort of lead it back here. We can just build it and put it in a rocket and then be done with it. There is, however, one exception. It does not work for blue circuits, load-in structures, and rocket fuel. You can't feed them directly in because they will only try to put them in here, never try to put them in here. That is really annoying because that's really so nice to put processing here. So that's something we should keep in mind. For this part, I'm really happy with this build. What we want to do is we have created an Anubis. That is, we're going to continue with with ships from the Expanse because there are so many ships in the Expanse, and I love the Expanse. So the Anubis is where the whole thing started, where everything started going wrong. I rebuilt it, and this one is ready to go. What will this one do? This will take over the responsibility of distributing green circuits everywhere. So it'll just be like a green circuit freighter. It'll actually be in everything and every kind of circuit freighter, but normal quality. Then we'll have another one distributing higher quality later on, but for now this is what we will distribute. And I think, man, I'm kind of thinking that I want to have a single group for all of this. Where are you parked? No, don't go from there. Go from Volcanus. But I do feel that I do that all the time. There. Still not Volcanus. Oh, it's there. Go to Volcanus. This one should also be from Volcanus. There. Like, should I be able to know the difference in how much I want of each? Should it always be, for example, a ratio of 4 to 2 to 1? Would that always be good? If we want circuits, then we don't really need that many green circuits, and a lot of the green circuits are actually used for the blue circuits, so maybe we don't actually need this. So I think I'm gonna just say, like, yeah, you know what, you'd probably want equal amounts of these everywhere, and this circuit group here is going to be called something as meaningful as this. There we go. And then I'm not obviously going to just request this part. I'm going to request something more. And how many more? If I do 10 of these, then I'll be getting 2,000. If I do 100 of those, I'll get 20,000. So let's do like 50 times this. 10,000 is not much, but it's maybe fine. I could also do 80 just to see all the rockets launch at once. Yeah. So on Volcanus, we'll be picking up, so not dropping off at this location. And everything will be picked up here. We're just not ready for the other ones yet. Here I will be adding another circuit condition. Let me just also address that question that has been sort of set up many times for us before. Like, why are you doing this way? I'm going to do like 120. With my weight conditions here. The weight condition is better than the inactivity condition, because if I set an inactivity condition, then and I have a constant demand of red circuits, then it will never ever leave until it is completely empty, and that's just not very practical. So what I wanted to do is like go there, unload what you can, and then leave. If I set to an activity, it is not guaranteed to leave, because it'll be like, oh, I crafted one more circuit, give me 5 more. I crafted one more module, give me 5 more red circuits, and then the inactivity resetter, the inactivity counter resets. So that's why I want to do it like this and just set it here. You can do it the way you want, but remember the conditions of why. There is usually a reason why I do the stuff I do. Usually, not always, but usually. All right, this one should just go to. Yeah, and we do have... Did we have another one that was... I thought we had a warning here that we didn't have enough. Then, while it's en route, let me look at Aquilo. 143. Well, that's not an impressive amount of this. And this is because we're waiting for that to be inbound. Blue space, I think blue space is Yeah, blue space is having issues with, it wants more, but it can't have more. So I think we can just take this down to 3,000, but it's still not enough. I have to find something that I don't want as much of that I'm bringing in here. This is 3,250. I'm having too much of something here that I'm transporting. I mean, this is a great idea. There is but one thing that I forgot. You kind of need some rocket parts here, right? You need some rocket elements. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to go up here and I'm going to disable that because no. You want to go there. There you go. You want to stop at Volcanus, just stand here. But I want to be able to click this and see all my ships launch. So we're going to be getting here, also get some requesters in. The stuff that we usually request. Let's take that one. This one is... I was so happy about this idea. Now I'm not happy at all about these locations. Yeah, I'm going to have to shuffle it around because this just looks weird if I put them on the outside. Here we are. We are ready to simultaneously launch 16,000 green circuits and send that out into adventures in the void. And we want to make sure that they are all completely 100% ready. And then we're just going to be launching it. Okay, they're all idle. Okay, are you done saying word? You're ready? Yeah. So this one can easily launch very, very quickly. And you can say that it's a little bit wasted that I now have all of this reserved for just one product, which is going to be mainly idle. It is, but that also means that when we actually need it, we can launch it incredibly quick. So, are you ready? Click. And let's see if it launches. It does, doesn't it? I should have taken a save because that is just a YouTube thumbnail right there, isn't it? Cool. So, then we built it. We have now 480 green circuits per second. And we can now launch it at 16,000 at once into orbit, and we can also just launch it again very, very soon afterwards. And the question is now, like, is it actually able to launch as fast as it can produce? I don't actually know. I don't know what the maximum launch speed is because it now has two different setups. But there we go. We are getting all this. This is ready. This is good. I mean, we're getting a little bit of this from. Yeah, it's a little bit bad that we're getting this, but let's actually take that out. Let's take that out. We really don't want to steal those yet. That's going to be for the next couple of episodes where we build the reds and then the blues to get on board here, and then we'll have this little ferry going around to other places that will then be responsible for supplying everyone else with circuits. Cool. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember the blueprints. I'm going to be putting, like, this is going to be a blueprint because that's going to be something that's generic and we will be using again for other setups. I might tweak it if I like it. And then we have this setup here, which is also going to be quite generic and set up for any time we want some green circuits. Then that is it. Even if we, for example, for the red circuit build, then we're going to need a smaller component, and it will probably just take one module because that's 60 per second. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.